What is up, everybody? I'm Lanky White Guy, and I'm here with another video today. I made something again, and it's a beast. It's a beast. Well, I don't want to tell you about it right now. Yeah, I don't want to tell you about it right now. First, we got to do all the YouTube stuff. So, roll that intro. So, you guys know about my classifier here. I've used this thing for a hot minute. It's got a little crack there on the bottom. It's got a big crack on the side. I did this day one. This was given to me by Shane Clash over at Clash Guitars. Go check out his channel. But he gave me that classifier, and I tossed it across the river the day that Snook swum the log. I don't know if you guys remember that. If you've seen in any of the videos where I've dug with my friend Shane, you will notice he has a solid metal classifier, and it's made by a company called Arbor Fabricating. If you do get a chance, go to his channel and check out the Arbor Fabricating classifiers through his channel, because he has a discount code where you can get some money off. So I got to figure out a way to make my own metal classifier. And I did just that today. The key things about that Arbor Fabricating classifier is that the sides of that classifier are open. They got holes in them. And that allows the stuff to fall out the side instead of just the bottom, which is how most classifiers work. They stick into the bucket, they just fall right through the bottom. Well, it's a lot faster if it's falling out the sides as well. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory if you look. I did do a little bit of welding on it. The idea was to do a lot of welding on it. I was going to weld the whole thing. But the gauge of wire that I got is so thin, no matter what setting I have my welder on, it just burns it right away. It just burns right through it. So I came up with another idea, and we'll just dig into the whole thing. It started off, I looked on my computer, and there was a photo from 2017 on it, I think. I don't know. We'll look at that. And it was these two pieces of metal, right here and right here, still flat. And it was called New Classifier, I think was the file name. And it had the pictures of those. And I've had this project on the bench or follow with me. I've moved a couple times since. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know I've moved. And that project has stayed with me ever since, because I wanted a metal classifier just like Shane's. I set out to build it on that point in time, and it's just now taken 4 years, 3 years later to actually have the project come to fruition. I don't know. Maybe I'm just procrastinating too much. Have no idea. Point being, what I did is I took those straps of metal and I just bent them around in a circle just under the size of a bucket. And that was my starting point. And then I left it at that for 3 years. I had hardware cloth. I had all sorts of things that I could make this work with. And I just didn't, because I had this idea set out in my head of how it was going to be and how it was going to go. You cannot expect everything. Nothing's going to be perfect. You might set out with a certain intent at first and say, this is how it's got to be, this is how it's got to be. But curveballs get thrown all the damn time, and you find out it's just got to be what I make it. And that's the result. That's what this classifier is. I think I need to stop here for now, because I feel like I'm rambling a bit, and maybe get on the computer, put some footage into the editing software and see where the hell I'm even at with this video. But I do know I'm making a video for you guys, hell or high water. That's what's happening. There are things that we can't stop from happening in our lives. But, you know, you just gotta never give up on it. It could be an idea, a relationship, a dream. If you're willing to work for it, that's all you really gotta do. Just keep on working. Never give up on the idea. See it through. And, no matter what, you just got to keep on grinding. So there you have it. That's what I had on the computer, and that's what I got finished up for you. I did finish some other things that you guys didn't see in the video footage, like a nice heavy-duty rebar handle and some little bent clips that I tack welded on the top so that it would sit on top of a bucket and spin like that. And so far I've posted this thing online, and I have gotten tons and tons of comments talking about how it looks like a hamster wheel. And so yeah, we'll call it the hamster wheel. But the project's done. You can see in the video, I just put some self-tapping screws that I had from an old job. I've had these screws for like 20 years. I had a little jar of them, and I've been using them slowly throughout the years, but this was a great project to use a ton of them. I've had a lot of comments too about cutting off the edges, maybe even tack welding them so the screws don't back out. But I'm fully expecting to have to back out the screws again someday to redo the mesh. So I'm kind of just leaving them along. They'll break off, they'll bend, they'll mess up. So not a big issue, other than I just need to make sure I don't put my hand in here for any reason. And maybe even bring a set of gloves when I go to the river with it. But like that one ain't gonna back out anyway. It's got all kinds of welds on it. So but I do encourage you once again to go check out Shane's channel, where you can get a discount code to the Arbor Fabricating site and get a deal on a actual metal classifier that's going to last much longer than this one will. I am certain of it. Real quality stuff over there. Me, I build on a budget, so that's what I'm doing, and that's what I did. Like this thing in total, probably like 20 bucks. And yeah, the little strap metal that I bought and the mesh, I mean, the rest of the stuff was just laying around. So yeah, maybe 20 bucks it cost me. I think it's 5 inches tall here. I didn't really do any measurements because, well, that's not really how I do. I measured this out so that I think it's 1 5/8, 1 3/4, something like that, just so I knew how far away the bucket was. Everything else I just eyeballed. Yeah, these I eyeballed because I wanted to make like a Triforce, I guess. I don't know why I made that like that, but I didn't measure it, and so I can't really give you measurements, but I hope I did at the very least give you some inspiration. That's what I'm really looking for in this project. When things don't work out, things are going wrong, just be inspired to do it anyway, because who knows, you might come up with something. It may not be what you expected, but you're gonna come up with something if you just keep working on it. Oh, and my buddy boy. So in the process of making this video, in between the building of the project and then putting it on the classifier, or putting it on the computer, Snooker dog was chasing a ball, or chasing his toy, and he ran into my horseshoe stake and had a bruise on his stomach about that long, in the shape of a horseshoe stake, and right under his ribs he cut himself about 3/4 of an inch. Oh, that was a freaky day. Then also, in that same amount of time, the 3 days or so that I got from the building to the computer, I was driving to the hospital to drive family members to doctors because we don't know what's wrong. And I've had to work. I work a full-time job. Craziness, just so much crazy going on. So that's kind of what I did. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, got something out of it. If you did, go ahead and click the like, the thumbs up, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Leave me a little comment down in the comment sections what you would do to make your own, to change this. Give me a yes to cut off the screws. Give me a no to cut off the screws. Give me a yes to get heavier cloth. Whatever your ideas are, let me know. Because yeah, I'm probably going to end up building another classifier in the same manner, the one that is actually in my head, once I get the appropriate stuff to do so. So check out all of the other videos in my channel, all the things that I would normally tell you, go do it. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in another video. Bye. Ain't that some shit?